Okay, so feels good to be back.
We're back.
Yeah, don't sing, please don't.
Better than ever.
Yeah, no, we don't need that.
Yes, we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dragoon's Lair podcast. It has been one really fucked up break.
What break? I've been working. I haven't had a break.
Yeah, so have I, but I mean, I had my vacation.
I haven't.
Mom, I took my vacation. That was what was more important. No one cares if you took one or not. No, but, needed a little time away. But unfortunately, everything we've wanted to discuss so far has basically been, hey, fuck you, because we are supporting the Screen Actors Strike along with the Writer's Strike. And the actors put so many sanctions on what you can talk about that we are kind of
Stuck.
We're stuck here with our hands pretty much handcuffed. We don't really have the ability to talk about shows we wanted to talk about, which is sad because there's been a lot of cool stuff.
Ahsoka.
Can't promote. No promoting.
No, I'm not promoting.
Yeah. So, I don't even want to say the things that we want to talk about because I want to. And it's like, it's just that burning desire.
I know.
And
it's like jockish. It's there and it's annoying and they said too much.
I wouldn't know. I've never had jock itch, but
you ain't a jock, motherfucker.
You're right. I'm not. I'm more of a lover. But
Oh, cock.
only
I got you.
would come up with that shit. You sick little bastard. But no. So unfortunately, the strike really has been dragging on far too
It's
long.
too long. Pay these people what they deserve.
Please stop trying to cheap out, especially because it's a wonderful fact that Disney has decided, hey, we made so much money, but we don't want to pay anybody. You made like $3 billion as a corporation, and they're asking for what you would probably spend on the catering budget.
Basically, just whatever these people, like the owners of the corporations and like the Warner Brothers and Disney and everything else.
Yeah.
Basically, just the change that you have in your fucking couches, give to these people because you have like $4 or $5 million. Just loose change in my couch. Just give it to these people.
Yeah, I mean,
they're the ones who making you all the fucking money.
Yeah, if you don't have the talent, you don't have the production.
Right.
Although I will say,
because some of these actors are dumb as rocks.
Well, did you notice how they're circumventing some of the lack of production?
Not really.
The CW is a prime example. You figure Superman and Lois is on its hiatus, and it will continue on hiatus, but when it does come back, it'll be a short season.
Yeah.
We don't know if it will continue on or not. And I would love to talk about the way that ended, but we can't do that. So what we can do is discuss the fact that, that's right. They decided that if you look at some of the lineup for the shows they've been showing, Family Law is a Canadian show.
Mm-hmm.
They've advertised that, and it's on its second season. Technically in Canada, I believe it's on its third season already.
Yep.
There's the show Children Ruin Everything, which was already aired. I know it was on my Roku TV, but I see it advertised for the CW. That's another Canadian show. So we can tell that they've decided Canadian programming is the way to go. We're going to go and we're going to show stuff that airs in Canada first because it's already been produced. We don't have to pay extra for the productions.
So SAG and everything doesn't exist in Canada?
Actually, it's funny. The actress Jewel State, who,
Stargate.
Yeah. Stargate Atlantis, but also knowing her from Firefly and Serenity.
Yes, that was the other one, Firefly.
Yes. Also, though, she did a show early on with like Hayden Christensen, a whole bunch of these younger actors, and it was Higher Ground. Mm-hmm. She's a Canadian. So she was on TikTok, and she did say that right now she's thankful for any of the work that she's getting because there's a Canadian version of SAG.
Okay.
So there's different restrictions and things. So
SAG, eh?
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, so they have their different restrictions on what they can show. And because of that, they're able to pretty much look at what's going on and they can make a separate decision. So what they're able to look at basically is, you know what? We ain't got to worry about it. Has nothing to do with us. So I guess it kind of like is up in the air.
I mean, eventually, if the writers and the actors stand tall long enough, eventually the studios will have to give in because, how long can the studios go without new content?
Yeah, well, the problem is when you take a look, one of the easiest ways of seeing the problematic nature of that one little statement is, did you notice? Look at what's happened with Max. Warner Brothers Discovery has a bunch of reality TV shows.
It has nothing to do with reality.
And they don't pay residuals
right,
to reality actors because they're not actors.
Right. They're
so,
idiots.
Yeah. Well, they're people.
Idiots.
They're people.
They're idiots.
They're people. No matter how much you may not like it.
Idiots.
Listen, I wanted to discuss a while back. I wanted to talk about a bunch of independent cinema, but it seems like SAG might be kind of crapping on that idea as well. So, and the real struggle is you make low to no budget cinema, and yet you don't watch it. You are a walking contradiction.
I am.
Because you would assume that you would want to see what other people are doing with no budget and give you some inspiration.
You know what they say, when you assume makes an ass out of you.
And me.
That's right.
But the problem is, you also go and you will sit there and look at what comes on the Sci-Fi Channel and be like, how did they get this shit made? Well, maybe because they took inspiration from something else and were able to figure things out.
It's
but
not that how do they get it made, it's how do they get money, like Santa Jaws.
Well,
Sharknado. Mega Croc versus Mono the Octopus. Fuck, people.
Listen, the fact that they're able to get this stuff made is the wonderful nature of it all.
I gotta talk to the people in the asylum again.
Yeah, well, we're on Staten Island, so trust me, you're already on the asylum.
No, yeah, but the one in California.
Yeah, but that's the thing, if you look at other things and how they are able to accomplish it, might give you some inspiration.
Well, also in other news today, a couple of my films just been
They've been watered down?
No, not watered down. The last film I wrote for Andre, G.I. Joe, The Rise of Fall of Cobra.
Yeah.
I just got notified today that it has been selected for the Urban Action Showcase.
Nice. Congratulations.
Wait, before you hit that button. And also, the wrestling script that I wrote, Slobber Knocker, and I put in wrestling because people might think I wrote a porno. The wrestling film I wrote, Slobber Knocker, has also been selected to the Urban Action Showcase. So you hit the button now.
Little bitch. You gave him 2 rounds of applause, one for being a little bitch, and the other one is actually, we are happy for you.
Thank you.
But you are still a little bitch.
I know.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, we did come up with something that I was inspired because Jimmy actually he brought up a topic that we could discuss, and it inspired me. Instead of just being one thing for one day, let's make it something a little more special.
Okay.
So we have, and the people who are going to watch this visually will be able to see that I am doing a wheel of selections. So we're going to talk about if certain celebrities had not passed away when they did.
This is basically our version of What If.
That's right. It's What If. Now, we're not going to use the wheel just yet because I want to start off with one that I think is going to be a little easy for the two of us, but also just to get the ball rolling. Don't want to do anything too controversial to start, just so we ease everybody into this. And yeah, so now that we have our list, and one of the wheels, the names on the wheel is John Candy. And John Candy was a phenomenal actor. And I mean, we can pull up his IMDb, but I'm not going to do that right this second. I want you guys at home to do it because I want you to see like the great movies that he was a part of.
Even
his cartoon show.
The cartoon, he had like basically what amounted to a cameo in
Home Alone.
No, the Blues Brothers.
Well, yeah,
but like just those old lines, like orange whip, 3 orange whips, and then at the end, hi, this is called 5-5. we're in a truck. I mean, those are just lines that,
Yeah.
like, oh, he said that. Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah, and these are celebrities that are the bigger names that more people would know because unfortunately there's a lot of celebrities who have passed away.
Yeah.
A lot. I mean, what was it? We had the Celebrity Armageddon several years back where
People were just dropping like flies.
yeah. So, and there I we get to play What If here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is season 2 of the Dragoon's Lair podcast and this is our What If season. So you at home get to play along with us and you'll be able to email us at dragoonslairpodcast@gmail.com. That's Dragoon's Lair Podcast. Dragoon is spelled with 2 O's. That's all one word. Dragoonslairpodcast@gmail.com. Notice I changed it up a little bit on you there.
You tried.
Yeah. So now we want you guys, when we pick a celebrity, tell us where you think their trajectory would have gone.
You were gonna say Tourette's.
I feel like I have Tourette's at this moment. No, but it really is the trajectory of their career and where they would have gone, like if they would have done another movie or if they would have replaced an actor in a movie that you would have seen or a TV show. We want to know what you think along with our opinions as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's good enough, it'll make it on the air.
Yes, it will.
And that's if it's good enough, Doug. If it's good enough. I had to. And Mike just lost his headphones on that one. Weren't expecting that one, were you?
No, it was funny because I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's Doug gonna send us now?
Yeah. We love you, Doug, but it's if.
Yeah, if.
So we're starting off with John Candy.
Okay.
So I'm not going to pull it up on the screen, but we want, like, when you look at his filmography,
Mm-hmm.
and let's go over. I'm going to go on my phone here, get over to IMDb.
Was doing all this stuff last minute.
Yeah, but every now and then, it's season 2. See there we go. So now, John Candy. Now the reason why I picked him also is because our criteria is very easy. We want celebrities who, when they passed away, where their careers could have gone, but we want them to not be too old that their career wouldn't have gone that much further. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be including Betty White on the list or any of the Golden Girls, for obvious reasons, because age-wise, where was their career going? But when we take a look at John Candy passed away at 43 years old.
Mm-hmm.
God, I'm as old as John Candy was when he died. I didn't think I'd make it this long.
Neither did I.
I was afraid you were going to make it, and unfortunately I was right. So, he's known for great movies like Canadian Bacon. I never even heard of Wagons East.
Yes, that was the last one. That was the last one that he did. It's a spoof on a western. It has him, Richard Lewis, and the guy from Scrubs who played the doctor.
Oh, John C.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, him. It wasn't a good film. Like, it was panned, and people were like, this is what most people are going to remember John Candy for, was Wagons East. And
no one remembers Wagons East.
I do. I remember Wagons
You're one
East.
of the few.
I am. I'm one of the few.
What I remember for John Candy, though, is the cartoon show.
Camp Candy.
Yep. Not very long-lived, mind you. It was
But it was good.
Yeah, it was really good, but it was from, what was it, 98 to 1998 to 89 to 92.
Actually, it said right here, Camp Candy, 40 episodes.
40,
in 89, so I think it only lasted 89. It might have been
89, but played to 92.
Played in 92, but it was just, there must have been like syndication and stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's had a great career, small parts in movies like Home Alone, where it was pretty much a cameo for a day shoot.
And also, he was in JFK.
Yeah. So, he's done a lot of things. So, now, where would you see John Candy going if he hadn't passed away in Wagons East being the last movie?
I think after Wagons East, if John did not pass away, I see him doing more, maybe more TV work.
See,
Like
I actually think we would have gotten Spaceballs 3, The Quest for Spaceballs
Spaceballs too.
2.
Maybe, but he is such a great character actor. I see him possibly because Wagons was just eh, besides him passing away, I think during filming, it was just like a big dumpster fire of a movie. Um, and he did all those roles on Second City TV. He was one main character, but he played like a whole bunch of other characters. I see him possibly taking a step away from the big screen and doing more um character work, popping up in different shows as different characters, possibly even venturing into the realm of voiceover work because he did some voiceover. He did voiceovers in the movie Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
Um, and he did one with oh, I just had it.
You just had it?
I just had it. He was in The Rescuers Down Under.
Yeah.
And
Now, I could see him actually of popping up in that Rocky and Bullwinkle movie that came out, since he
possibly.
did do Boris and Natasha.
He did. He was in. He also did a voice for Hot to Trot in '88.
Yeah.
With, I think Bobcat Goldthwait. He did the voice of the horse.
Yeah.
But I think
His career would have moved more animation.
possibly animation just to let things die down with
Wagons East.
Wagons East. But I definitely could have seen him making a comeback because he can do the dramatic roles.
Oh, yeah.
If you watch him in JFK, that was a very dramatic role, and when you're watching it, you're like, holy shit, that's John Candy.
Yeah.
It's definitely a sideways step from the stuff you're normally, Uncle Buck,
Yeah.
Great Outdoors, to see him in JFK. Like, wow, okay.
Yeah. But now, do you think we would have gotten him partnering up with Mel Brooks again? Getting actual, like, a reprisal of his character of Barf? Would there have been more? Because, I mean, his comedic talents were really off the charts.
Oh, without a doubt.
He was the precursor to Chris Farley.
Yes. If he didn't have, I don't know if I don't know if he, I don't honestly, I don't think Mel Brooks would have wrote Spaceballs 3 to serve Spaceballs 2.
He's made the comments about it.
Oh yeah, he can make comments up the yin yang, but making a comment about it and actually doing it.
I think it might have actually happened, and probably like closer to the point when, if it would have been, I would say closer to 99, when the Phantom Menace was starting to roll its ugly little head out.
Possibly because
I'm honest about it. I love the original trilogy of Star Wars. I do not like the special edition cuts. I'm angry that that's what we've gotten.
we're fans of the Yub Yub song.
Exactly. We want a little yub yub.
Yub Yub.
But
everyone wants a little Yub Yub.
Oh yeah. But at the same time, I acknowledge the fact that I could not stand episode 1. And I think that would have been the perfect time for Mel Brooks to have kicked in something, even if he would have made a fun of it with a prequel to Spaceballs.
Well, he actually said the kid from I believe it was the movie Tom Cruise, Show Me the Money.
Jerry Maguire.
They were like on an award ceremony, and the kid was there, and Mel Brooks walks up to the kid on the red carpet, puts his arm around, and this is around the time Phantom Menace came out. He goes, "I have the perfect role for you," and everybody went, "Oh, he's making a prequel to Spaceballs."
Yeah, which I think would have worked. I mean, some of Mel Brooks's older comedies just did not work. And I mean, I believe like pretty much after Robin Hood Men in Tights, it was all downhill.
Yeah, when he did Life Stinks, that was right after Spaceballs, and it wasn't a good follow-up
No.
for Spaceballs.
But then, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Men in Tights was a bounce back.
It bounced back, and then Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Was not horrible. It wasn't
good.
It wasn't up there with his other films.
But it also wasn't good.
It had its moments.
It
had moments where you chuckled.
Yeah, but it also Leslie Nielsen,
Yeah.
unfortunately, one of later performances where I would have put Leslie Nielsen on our list, but had the age where his career was already kind of stagnant.
Yeah, but I think Frank Drebin, people.
I don't think anybody would have wanted to see him.
No,
Oh,
but I think
like,
he would have popped up another. I think he's a person who would have had a resurgence in TV,
well,
playing like the grandfather role.
yeah, maybe.
But
So, I mean,
getting back to Mr. Candy, I think he would have had a resurgence, not as so much in a grandfather role. I see him popping up guest spots. Like I could see him playing a role on a Psych that was on the USA Network for a while.
hmm,
I could see him doing a lot of voiceover work for cartoons.
I could have actually pictured him popping up on Chuck.
Yes, I could see him on Chuck.
And also, I mean, I think, you know, he would have been an interesting person to cast on Burn Notice. We could have seen him and Bruce Campbell, the Hawaiian shirts.
Okay, okay. You know who honestly what I could see him portraying um Farver. You ever watch Tacoma PD FD?
I know the Broken Lizards
The
guys, but
Broken
I
I
didn't I
well
don't watch that one.
that one is it's really funny. And Farver's character, he's the captain of the fire department out in Tacoma. I could see him playing his father because just the comedy styles are
Mm,
very similar between the two. Um, I could have seen him pulling off being on Tacoma FD or even in the Super Troopers film being a relative of Favre.
okay, yeah, that's definitely one that I could really see. Like his career would have continued on, and I don't think he would have really like faded off into obscurity. So, I mean, this is kind of what we're talking about for What If. Now, I have to remember now, what if my ass would actually look at the camera because I keep turning to look at Mike. So we haven't done the setup in now, I would say it's been over a month or close to.
Close to a month because the last time we did it, we were all downstairs in the kitchen.
Yep, we were in the room where I had the echo.
Yep.
Yeah, that the kitchen is not sound friendly.
Oh.
Um, and we were using a better audio device rather than the basic one that we have. I think one of these days I'm going to have to review the two that we use just for people to see. And if anybody wants to start a podcast, maybe this would give them a
Help you.
direction to avoid.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. But you know what? I think we should take a spin on the wheel. What do you think? Should we take a spin?
Spin that wheel, Pat.
All right. So what I did was I have now gone and removed John Candy's name off of there because of it. So let us spin the wheel. Everyone can see this if they're watching the video version.
Wheel of celebrities. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the celebrity that we will learn.
And the one who inspired it first was Chadwick Boseman. So this is what Jimmy had brought to my attention, and here we go. So Chadwick Boseman is our now celebrity who, what if he was still with us? Now, we know Black Panther 2 would have come off very differently.
Yeah.
So with Black Panther 2 coming very differently, it really would have basically been, we know what they've talked about, the direction it would have gone would have been him dealing with the mantle and like kind of handing it over because now he wouldn't have wanted to be in Wakanda as much for his kid. But now the question is, where would they go from there? Because him taking on Neymar would have been awesome.
Yes.
But, I kind of was okay with what they did with Shuri and everything. So, but where would it have gone after that? I mean, Chadwick was really on a roll before he had passed away.
Yeah.
He had some great movies that came out. So, I mean,
42, 21 Bridges.
yep. So it's like, what would the next thing that they would have wanted to cast him in? Because we know they would have waited and there would be another Black Panther on the horizon or waiting for the next Avengers movie.
Honestly, you know what I could see?
What?
I could have seen him being casted in the next Beverly Hills Cop movie.
Kind of a redo?
If they're going to do the redo, yes, but I think they're just going to make another one with Axel. No, the rumor was they were doing another one because Eddie Murphy needs the money.
Well, the last movie he did,
Sucked.
I actually enjoyed it.
Wait, are we talking about the last Beverly Hills Cop or the last movie he did?
Last movie he did.
Which was?
That was the one on Netflix with him and Jonah Hill, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Is that the one where they hired him? I remember seeing
No, that's the one where he Eddie Murphy's daughter is dating
yes
Jonah Hill.
Okay, yes. I didn't see it, but I saw the
Yes,
commercials and stuff for it.
the black Muslim family is now being integrated with a Jewish family.
And only in Hollywood can that happen.
No, that could happen anywhere. Trust me.
Yeah.
I mean, have you walked around Brooklyn?
Not recently.
Exactly. So with that, Chadwick Boseman, though, I mean, either redoing Beverly Hills Cop as a replacement, because Chadwick Boseman was pretty funny too.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't just serious. He had a good comedy timing for him. So, I mean, yes, I could see, like, if they wanted to redo Beverly Hills Cop, like, that could have been interesting. I actually think that when it came to Chadwick Boseman, like, his career would have definitely been on a complete upward trajectory. I think we would have seen him pop up in, like, probably like a modern day Jerry Maguire, but he would have been the actual, like, sports agent.
Yeah.
It's like maybe him, like, partnering him with The Rock.
As instead of having what's his name?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Instead of the small comedian, we have him with Chadwick Boseman. I mean, let's face it, The Rock working with Mark Wahlberg together on a movie.
Pain and Gain.
And it worked. Weirdly, it worked.
It did. Yeah, I mean, he just played a muscle-bound idiot.
So, I don't see how you're not on anything, because I swear to God, you're in your 50s when you were wrestling. Meanwhile, John Cena's getting smaller. But then again, he's not taking on a full-time wrestling schedule anymore. So
he can afford not to be that guy.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be.
I think The Rock just wants to be.
Oh, I mean, let's face it. If he doesn't have that huge a physique, he's not recognizable.
No, he's not.
And besides, though, I mean, let's face it. But, like, to see Chadwick Boseman, like, in a movie with The Rock.
That would be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
That definitely would be interesting.
I think Chadwick Boseman would have probably popped up because now they're doing The Rock's getting his own movie, so I would say he would show up in Hobbs.
Yeah.
Because,
honestly, what might not have been a bad idea for him to do, maybe be a villain.
That could have been an idea, but for what? What would he
throw him in something stupid? Let him be the villain in Hobbs. Let him be,
see, that's why I said, like,
let him be the voice in when they did Hobbs and Shaw, the guy that Idris Elba was working for. It was like
Idris Elba.
Idris, sorry. he had like a computerized voice who was his boss, but you never saw him. Let Chadwick be that.
Yeah, because
it's stupid enough.
And it was also a plot line that was left open.
Yeah. It was stupid enough that people would be, oh, Chadwick Boseman is the bad guy, let's go see this. But it wouldn't hurt his career.
Oh, no. And that's the thing. Chadwick Boseman, I think, could have pulled that off really well.
Yeah. And even if you wanted to be a serious villain, like, I don't see him being the street thug.
No.
I see him being either like the corporate villain, or I can see him being the well-to-do.
He was so versatile, though, that
he could have played the street thug, but
you know what? I could see him, maybe they would have cast him in one of the what's his name?
John Wick movies?
No, Key and Peele. Like what is it? the one who did Peele, the one that's doing Jordan Peele, who's doing like all the like weird, bizarre movies like Nope and everything.
Yeah.
I could have seen him like being the star of one of these like very bizarre horror movies,
Yeah, I could see that too.
like popping up in something like Nope.
Nope. Yeah, just do something off the main. Don't do like a multi-billion-dollar film. Just
I know.
do
I
something low key.
I could have seen him doing a bunch of those.
Oh, that too.
Like,
But I'm just saying,
yeah.
with like if you wanted
Well,
to try something
remember
different,
we're talking about where the trajectory of his
could have gone
career.
right.
So it's I think like something like him popping up in like Nope or maybe the next Jordan Peele movie. Like I think that would have been like an interesting turn where his career would have gone
Hmm.
because then it's like and that's all while waiting to come back and playing.
Right, T'Challa.
Yep. Even if it's not even him where because now he's passed over the mantle. So now it's like, "Oh, here we go."
Hmm.
Considering Black Panther basically is the Lion King, but did I say that out loud? Oh, sorry.
The mouse is gonna come after you now.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I just was on vacation and I was down for in the Mouse's Kingdom.
The mouse's lair.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Do you know how much it costs to get into the Mouse's Lair? Like one
For
pass alone
one
for the
pass?
day,
About $100.
little over 100. So like about 105 because you figure taxes and everything. You know how much it costs for the build your own lightsaber experience?
Just to get in or to build it.
Oh, you have to reserve a spot
I'm
to
guessing
build it.
just to reserve your spot, it's gonna be about $75 to $100, and then to build it, it's gonna be another 200.
It's actually you don't need to pay to reserve your spot,
Okay.
but it is 250 before tax.
But is it worth it?
Yes.
Is it like? I mean, no, because you know, for the Star Wars fans.
Oh no,
it's worth it. Right?
It's worth it. And it does give an interactive experience of you when you're there in the park because then going on one of the rides or you're walking past the stormtroopers.
Right. They react to it.
Yeah, but they give you a bag to keep it, so they will refer to it as scrap metal.
Right.
Although they don't tell you how to replace take the blade out, so I had to kind of figure that one out. Because yes, I spent the money.
I have a lightsaber also.
Yes, the one I built
No.
for you. Oh, you got another one?
I have two. I bought one years ago, and then I bought the Darth Maul double-bladed lightsaber.
Well, technically, then you have three,
I have
because then
three.
there's the one I built for the fan film.
So I have three of them. Yes.
Yeah.
I have the hilt of one that you built.
Yep.
I have one that has the blade and actually have a belt for it.
Yep.
Which was funny because when I ordered that one, it just took like forever, like literally almost a year.
Yeah.
And I kept getting in touch with the company. I was like, "You said it would be next quarter. What's going on? When am I
Mhm.
getting it?" And they sent me. They said, "Oh, it's back ordered or whatever." And then they were like, "Give us your waist size. We'll send you a belt." I'm like,
Okay.
"Okay." Sent them on my waist side. The lightsaber actually showed up before the belt did,
Okay.
and I'm talking like 3-4 months after the lightsaber showed up. I get another package. I'm like, "What the hell is this?" And I was like,
The belt?
"Oh, it's the belt."
Yeah. See, they went. There was the upsell because I worked retail, so I remember the upsell.
Yep.
So they were when you choose which lightsaber package you want to build because they give you 4 different options, and each option has like 2 different variations for the different pieces. So I for the money I highly recommend it.
Yeah, if
But it is limited for the day, so you do have to like. I lucked out and I was able to reserve a spot last minute, but otherwise, yeah, you got to reserve in advance. But yeah, so it is a good fun experience to have. But they do offer if you want the belt clip, so you can wear it on your belt. Oh, that's going to cost you more money. Oh, you want the display box? That's going to cost you more money. Now, I probably would have bought the box if I wasn't getting to and from the way I did, which road trip, rather than having to get on a plane.
another character with the pound on the wheel.
Oh yeah, okay. So
Yeah, just not now.
yeah,
Just
a
like
little later. Just
Yeah,
remember.
'cause-
Just remember.
When we were talking about Star Wars, it hit me.
Yeah. So
But
just remind me.
Chadwick, I could see him popping up in a Star Wars film.
Oh,
or
absolutely.
a TV show.
Oh, absolutely. Chadwick would have been great popping up in something probably like The Mandalorian.
And maybe I could see him being a bad guy though.
Yeah.
I just just because he played too many good guys. Like I see him being a bad guy.
You know what though? It really is hard for me to picture him playing a villain, but at the same time, I know he could pull it off.
Oh, without a doubt.
It's just one of those things where, I mean, like, his presence alone, you didn't want to, like, even when he first popped up playing T'Challa, I didn't want to be like, oh, he's wrong. He's wrong. I was like, no, I wanted to root for the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So it really is like, he had such an amazing presence on film that you, even if he would have played a bad guy, I think you probably would have rooted for him as well.
Definitely.
He would have been that villain. Like, I can understand his motivation.
You know, paint him blue. He could have been Grand Moff Tarkin.
Well, I mean, could have been Grand Admiral Thrawn, which is
That's what I meant to say. Thrawn.
Thrawn.
That's what I meant to say. Thrawn.
Thrawn, because I'm like Tarkin.
No, I meant to say Grand Moff.
Well, there's too many Moffs.
There is too many. It's Thrawn.
Yes,
That's what I meant to say.
Admiral Thrawn.
But who is playing Thrawn though?
I have no clue. I don't even know if we're gonna see him. But then again, I haven't watched the series
I
just yet.
forgot. I thought it came out today.
I was
Yesterday.
but I did not watch because frankly I am trying to support, and because it's something I want to discuss and I can't. So if Hollywood would get their collective heads out of their asses, which I would gladly come by with a crowbar and help you remove it.
No lube.
Oh, absolutely no lube. Because, frankly, my friends, you are doing us all a disservice. You are doing a disservice to yourselves. Because you are not getting anything produced. Everything is being pushed back. Because you cannot.
Stupid.
Yeah, because you cannot see the forest through the trees. That if you made an agreement with the Directors Guild, but you went and skipped the writers, where if the writers aren't there, what is the director directing? And now the actors are on strike. So without the actors and the writers, who are the directors directing and what stories are they telling?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you are going to do an AI generated story, I don't think I want to hear it.
AI should not be. No, absolutely not. You have to keep the human element in your writing, because you could put in the parameters to AI, but you won't have the feeling.
And that's the problem. Nowadays, they don't realize that it's the emotion behind everything. I mean, let's face it. If you don't feel a connection to the characters, you've already got a bad story.
Yeah.
And professional writers have a way of doing this, where you feel for the character. You can almost picture yourself as that character. And that's the sign of a good writer.
Yeah.
But when you're not telling good stories, you have cardboard characters.
And you lose people.
Yeah. The movies don't succeed when the characters don't work.
All right, we're getting off topic. So
but we've got to, bitch about these guys a little bit, because just to not only show our support to the writers and the actors, but also pointing out that Hollywood is not just fucking with, and
it's not just one group. It's a lot of
it's
people.
There, because this is also affecting the hair and makeup people, the catering people, people who work behind the scenes.
Stuntman. I drove past. I was going down Richmond Terrace the other day.
Yeah.
Yesterday, and you know those trucks that they have, like the Haddad trucks.
Yeah.
They were. I went. Used to be a junkyard, but now I guess the Haddad trucks people.
Yeah.
They bought it, and just hundreds of trucks that usually be used for hair and makeup, trailers, just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. So those people aren't working.
Yeah.
The drivers, stuntmen, catering, like you said.
Yeah.
Hair and makeup. Nobody's getting paid.
Yeah. So everyone is taking a hit on this, and then it affects the little guys like us that aren't even making anything, but we want to discuss it. And when we do discuss things, we are then basically giving away free advertisements.
Yeah.
We are not funded by any studio, although if you would,
we wouldn't mind.
I mean, we're fair. honest and impartial.
And God damn it, people like us.
No, they don't.
According to the Instagram.
Yeah, by the way.
According to the Instagram, we have about 51 people who like us.
51? So we got...
And 50 of them are Doug under different names. So that only counts as one.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We did make our agreement for season 1, and before the month was over, we did hit 50. No.
Yeah,
We didn't see photos. You didn't post photos, statuses, nothing. I at least had to wait until my nose was healed up from the ripping from getting sick from coming back from vacation. A postnasal drip turned in with allergies mixed in, turned into probably a really bad cold, where I will suggest, do not buy cheap nose tissues. Do not do it. Because rubbing sandpaper across your face is not a good idea.
Nope.
So I ended up now, my nose was torn up and it kept cracking, and I needed to wait before I was even going to put myself on film, let alone take a photo. And I have since lost the goatee. It is now only since Sunday, mind you. Technically, I shaved it on Saturday, so it is now Wednesday as of recording this. So I'm in stubble again.
He's stubble mode.
Yes, it's not full, but by Friday I'm going to say that it is almost back. But if it doesn't come back by Friday, then I have to say those Harry's razors I've been using are a lot better than I gave them credit for. They're really good, but I was not expecting. Like, it actually came out a lot smoother. And the first sight of myself when I shaved the goatee off, I wanted to cry. I really did. So, we are back, bitches.
We're back.
So, you've now heard what a good portion of our show is going to be like. So, if you'd like to join us and remind us of any celebrities who have since passed that were at a fair age where their careers could have continued on, email us. What's the email, Mike?
I believe it's, you can email us at Dragoon's Lair Podcast, all one word. Dragoon is spelled with 2 O's, at dragoonlairspodcast@gmail.com.
That's right. And you can also message us on the Dragoon's Lair Facebook and Instagram page.
Yes, you can.
So you can find out all the stuff in advance. You can get to see Mike's driving to the Lair videos. All you got to do is follow.
Follow.
Follow the Yellow Brick Road.
I wasn't going to do that.
No.
Because we're not on the Yellow Brick Road.
No, we're actually on that red road that was the red brick road that kind of veered off.
I thought we were on the highway to hell.
No.
Sure, so I think the stairway to heaven.
I moved us a little away.
Yeah.
It's the wonderful thing about trailers. You can pick them up and move them wherever you want.
Yes, you can.
But no, so we are back with a wonderful new format. And unfortunately, it's still the two of us. And we want you guys to make sure you follow us on all of our socials. And Mike, what are your socials again?
You can find me at Facebook under Michael Schiavo. You can find me on Facebook under Hamster Pellet Productions. And you can follow me on
Pornhub.
Nah, take it down. I'm on OnlyFans, though. Yes.
Only feet?
Only feet. OnlyFans because I am my only fan. And you can follow me on the Instagram at Hamster Pellet Productions.
And you can find me, Blue Dragoon 13, on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or X. I have no clue what the fuck they're calling it these days.
It's called X now.
It's X, even though it's still, when you log in, you have to sign into Twitter. Yeah. Dumbass. Twitch, and from the Twitch, you can find the Discord link, so you can do that. And you can find me, Blue Dragoon 13, on YouTube. And you can follow and watch all the wonderful episodes from episode 9 of season 1 of the Dragoon's Lair podcast, all the way to episode 38. And now, this would be episode 39, but the start of season 2. We're back in season 2. Will there be a season 3?
Yes.
Oh God. Yeah. When season 2 will end when the fucking strike ends and we can actually talk about all the things we want to talk about. I'm putting together a fucking list.
Or that could be season 3.
Yeah, that's gonna be, but that's why I said it's gonna be the end of season 2, start of season 3. Because seriously, we got shit to talk about,
Yeah.
and I'm playing catch up on so many things that I want to talk about, and I am so angry that I can't. But we are trying to come up with an alternative programming slate
Yes.
that we're working on. So in the meantime,
Can
welcome to.
Can we give him a hint on that? Or
No. I wanna save it. It's still a little early in the production stage, so when it's still early, I don't want to give it away. But we are working on something. It is not the same as the Dragoon's Lair podcast, but it will
No.
be presented by the Dragoon's Lair podcast team because, well, it's going to be presented by the two of us anyway. So we want you guys to come along on us with this crazy journey that we're on of what if celebrities had not passed on. Because frankly, folks, even I'm a little curious as to where things might have gone. I thought about it, and I really was trying to figure out where would we be and what would television and movies look like if certain celebrities were still with us. Because some have gone far too soon. And some at the ripe old age of 99.
Yeah.
Unless you were George Burns, then you made it past 100.
He passed at 101, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. I thought about putting him on the list, and I was like, could we have Weekend at Bernie's him? Weekend at Bernie's 3, starring George Burns. His corpse. I mean, what was who did you say that it was like you said you made a suggestion for the wheel earlier?
Ray Stevens?
No.
Bernie Mac?
No. But Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Oh, that was just his career who died.
Yeah. We had to realize that one. It's like,
Yeah.
wait a second. No, he's still alive.
Just his career is dead.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we won't be roasting any of the action heroes who are still with us today.
Although we could if we really, really wanted to.
That might be the topic of another show. But in the meantime, we are here. We are back. The Lair is open for business once again. But unfortunately, at this moment, we're about to close it down for the day. So, with that being said, I'm here, the Blue Dragoon himself, Daniel the Dragon, with me, as always, King Hamster Pellet himself. He isn't wearing his crown today that he won.
I won, fair, and I will
He
put
did.
it.
I know you would. I just didn't hand it to you.
No, I am a fighting king. So anytime anybody wants to come and challenge the crown, I welcome all comers.
Yes, you do. Welcome all comers.
In about 2 minutes, my phone is gonna blow up from Doug. Welcome all comers.
Yeah, good thing we're not live.
Doesn't matter.
He's gonna sense it.
He is.
He's gonna sense it. He's sensing that we're back recording.
Yep.
And I hope the rest of you all.
His Doug sense is going off. His Dragoon sense.
Yeah. You know, we want to thank you all for tuning back into the Dragoon's Lair podcast.
Yep. Thank you.
We appreciate each and every one of you who have stuck with us through this momentary gap.
Yeah, but we had to take a break.
We needed a break. But
yes, we did.
We wanted to come back stronger than ever, and unfortunately, we're kind of getting hit where we're not even able to do what we planned on originally. So,
can I give a little shout out to a couple of new people?
Oh, absolutely. We love new people here.
Okay, we have following us Sammy's Sweets, Samantha Fox, friend of mine.
Okay.
Thank you for following us.
Thank
Sammy
you.
Sweets, Off the Top Rope Wrestling podcast. Let's follow us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
New Evolution Wrestling NYC. It's actually the wrestling company that I am the general manager of. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
We have Diana XX83. Very cool. Thank you very much for following us.
Are we gonna start hitting people we've already?
Yeah, no, I have to go through. But those are just the ones off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Miss Danielle Hernandez. Thank you.
No, that.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. So we want to thank everyone for tuning in because we appreciate all of you being here. Just remember, like, follow, leave comments. Go on your Apple podcast and leave us a review for iTunes.
Please.
Leave us a review on Spotify. Make sure you spread the word about the Dragoon's Lair podcast because without you, none of this is possible. Well, it's possible, but
no one's gonna listen to it but us. So
and I mean, I'm a narcissist enough that I'll listen to my own voice in my car, but seriously, I love the fact that people are enjoying what we have to talk about. And
tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Spread the word.
Tell your friend's mom.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing talking to your friend's mom?
I didn't say my friend's mom. I tell them to spread.
Yeah, what are you telling them to do exactly? Because I've seen too many movies that start off like that, and it's just they go the wrong way.
No, I'm trying to get them. I'm trying to get listeners, you idiot.
I thought you were trying to get on the hub.
I'm already on the hub. I don't need that. I actually have more followers on the hub than I do here.
Whoa.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're all Doug.
I was waiting for that one.
Hey, he breaks my balls, I break his.
And we are going to say goodbye, people. So, Mike?
Yes.
What do you got to say to the folks?
Blee, 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 blee. That's all, folks.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Now get out.